Today I'm going to show you how to take this wooden Dollar Tree crate and turn it into a beautiful piece of art that you can put on your shelf or on your countertop. And the best part, that you're not going to need scissors for most of this project. So if you're having a bad day where your hands just don't want to cooperate, this project's for you. Let me show you what I've used. We have this wooden crate from the Dollar Tree. We're also going to use some of this vintage photo distressed ink. We're also going to use some elements that I die cut, little fairies here, and a cute little butterfly sticker, some little pages that we've torn, which is very easy to do. It's very nice on your hands, so that way you don't have to use scissors. All you do is just do a little tearing. We're going to use some of our liquid pearls from some of our accents. We have some cloth flowers and paper flowers that we're going to use. We have a pair of tweezers that we've modified with the foam roller to help pick up those small pieces. So if you have problems with your picking up little small pieces, and these are really great for that. Okay, first we're going to put our elements where we think we want them at, so that way we'll know where to place them at before we ever glue anything down, so that way you can rearrange things as you need them. I think that will be real nice there. We've got some little flowers here that we're going to use our tweezers for. These are those little pieces that I mentioned. There we go. Okay, now we're going to put down our paper flowers here. I do have one flower here that is fabric that I bought from the Dollar Tree, so that's that there. And I think those will look good there. And then our butterfly, we will stick that up here on that corner. There, I think it looks pretty good. So we'll take a picture of it with our phone. Taking a picture of your layout before you start gluing it, after you've figured out where you want everything, is really a great little breadcrumb for you. So if you're having a day where you need to work a little bit on something and then come back to it, you'll always have a photograph of where you're going to put things, so that way it'll help you to remember. Okay, first we're going to take some of our distressed ink and we're going to do it around the edges. It's very easy on your hands. It just takes light pressure, and that way we can give it kind of a little bit of an antique look. And we've done all four sides. And the next thing I'm going to do is take I have my distressed ink pad out. We're going to take our pieces that we cut. You can either cut or you can do the no-tear method, which I prefer the no-tear method because it gives the edges a little bit more character instead of such of a drastic rough edge on the outside of it. So we're going to put that down. Okay, our next step, now that we've got all the distressing done on here, we're going to take some of our just our regular plain satin Mod Podge. You can use whatever finished Mod Podge you want. We're going to use one of our paintbrushes that we've modified with a piece of air dry clay. It's triangle shaped, so it's easier on your fingers to hold on to the brush. You don't have to hold on so tight, so it makes it easier on your hands. So we're just going to put down a layer of our Mod Podge. Okay, now that we have that layer of Mod Podge on, we're going to go ahead and lay our background pieces down where we want them. There, once again, you can reference back to your picture if you took a picture of your project after you got your elements where you wanted them at. So we'll just lay those down. And then, okay, now we're going to start putting down our flowers and our other little embellishments that we have here. With our flowers, we're going to use our modified tweezers here to put our flowers down. And a little bit of hot glue here. I'm going to put that right there on the edge. We have our cute little roses. I love these paper roses. I get these at Hobby Lobby. They also have some Primera flowers that I really like that you can get online. We're going to put that flower down there, and you just use your fingers and just lightly push on it. You don't have to put much pressure on it at all. And then we have our flowers from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree usually has a pretty good selection of flowers. I like their flowers, and they're pretty inexpensive. And that's always a plus when you're trying to craft. So we will put that flower down there. And she's almost finished. We have one last little thing here we're going to put on these little miniature butterflies that a viewer sent me. And I really like those. Those are cute. We're going to go ahead and bend up the wings a little bit to kind of give it some three-dimensional look to it. And I do have foam tape on them, so it's pretty easy to bend those little flower wings up. Those little butterflies' wings up. I think that's where we're going to put it. It does have some sticker stuff on the back of it, but I'm going to go ahead and put some hot glue on it just because I want to make sure it sticks really well to our project. And there, we're almost done. Look how beautiful that turns out. And it's so easy on your hands. You don't have to do much, have much pressure on it. And the last thing, I've got these little liquid pearls here that I think are really cute. We're just going to squeeze a few of them on here to give it a little bit of added color. Those are so pretty. I really like those. And you can use these for a lot of different ways. You can use them on cards. You can use them on your junk journal pages. I think that'll be good. So we'll let those dry. And the last thing that we're going to do here is I've got some sayings that we're going to put on here. And let's see here. This sounds like a good one. It says, practice kindness. And they do stick, but you can use your little tweezers if you need to. Let's see. Let's put that right over here. No. Let's put it over here. That way we don't cover up our little flower there. There we go. Look how pretty that is. So that's my Dollar Tree Fairy Mixed Media Wood Crate. There's no cutting. And if you use die cuts, it's easy on your hands, easy on your brain, and honestly, just really pretty. I'll put a list of the supplies below in the description. If you have any other questions about this project or any other project ideas to see on YouTube, just leave them down in the comments. If this is helpful to help you craft through pain, hit subscribe.